Sorry, I'm chewing gum. Welcome to the after show, everybody. So movie theater attendance is down.
Yes.
And they came up with a great way to make more money.
To get people back?
Well, not necessarily to get people back, to make more money.
Okay.
Some movie theaters are charging $50 a ticket. 50 per person. And they sold out. It's the Dune 3 movie that's coming out later this year.
What comes with it? It can't just be a seat.
I don't even think it's like one of those like souvenir popcorn buckets. You have to pay for those, don't you?
Apparently it's a 70 millimeter IMAX theater that's being sold, and they sold out in minutes. The $50 ticket sold out in minutes.
I'm mad. I wouldn't do that, but I'm mad at myself for considering. So Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're going to release the Doomsday movie in December. Mm-hmm. And they said, hey, so because if you haven't really been paying attention, like they're all over the place with their movies because Jonathan Majors got how he got accused of domestic violence or whatever. So they fired him, and he was supposed to be the big bad guy for their next phase of movies. But when that happened, they fired him, and they're like, shit, what are we going to do? Oh, I got it. We'll bring back Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man in all the movies in the beginning. We'll bring him back as a different character because everyone loves Robert Downey Jr., but we'll bring him back as a bad guy, Dr. Doom, who's an awesome bad guy. So now, but they're like, how are we going to set this up? How are we going to set up this Doomsday stuff? So did you hear about this, Leroy, what they're going to do?
No.
They're going to re-release Avengers Endgame in September, but not just any re-release. They're like, hey, listen, we added a few scenes into this movie that's going to set up the whole Doomsday stuff.
Ooh, I think that's smart.
I know, but I don't, like, I'm at the same time, I'm like, yo, I don't want to go see that movie. I can see that movie right now.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to pay to see, like, probably 5 minutes at most of scenes.
If you wouldn't pay to see, like...
I'm not paying to see a whole movie, paying to see literally maybe 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes.
I get that, but I equate it to when they do re-releases of, say, older movies, like when they did the Prince Purple Rain re-release.
I don't pay for those.
I paid money to go and see Purple Rain in the theater again. It's a nostalgia thing, I think, for some people, but in a situation like that, I feel like people would do that. They want to see the movie again on the big screen, and you're getting a bonus by getting whatever extra scenes.
It is if it's a reasonable price. Like if you say, hey, $50 to see Avengers again with a alternate ending. I'm not doing that. I would pay $50 if we were able to watch Avengers again, Endgame, alternate ending, and then we get a break, and then we watch the new one.
That's good.
Then I might do that.
That's good.
Snacks.
But it can't be the norm.
I need snacks.
Can they include popcorn in this?
Yeah. No, we need more than we need popcorn. We need a drink and a candy. I think you need all three.
Mm-hmm.
If they added that makes sense.
Some pretzel bites, maybe.
Yeah, no, seriously, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a ton, but like $50 for just the movie.
No.
Just
that's
a movie?
a lot for just one movie.
Throw
but
something
people
in
are
that
doing
bitch.
it. They sold that Dune 3 movie out in minutes with the $50 ticket.
You know why I think with the Dune movie it worked is because Dune in general isn't targeting families. So if I'm going, I love going to the movies with my family.
Yeah.
You're talking about 6 tickets, $300 to go to the movies. I'm not doing that. Most Dune fans, if you agree, they're, it's going to be either them with one other person, maybe a crew, and everyone's going to probably be able to buy their own ticket. But if you got young kids and a full family, you want to go and enjoy together, $300?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like, you can do that, I guess, with the hardcore nerds who like that they need to see it right away and stuff.
Well, the average ticket for a movie, just a regular movie, is $18 now, which I think is okay. And then if you want to go to like Ramiro, I know you like the snobby stuck-up theaters, which I actually like too, the Superlux theaters here locally. You're paying probably $5 more. Which I think is still okay.
That's fine because you get an awesome seat. You could hit a little button and they come to you and go, "What would you like?"
Yeah,
30's the most I'm going.
For a ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
30's the most I'm going.
But you wouldn't see just any movie. Like I feel like they're jacking up the prices for only the premium movies. Like the big blockbusters, the
you
anticipated
can't do it
blockbusters.
for everything.
You wouldn't
50
do it
is
for
not.
everything. Yeah.
No.
You definitely can't do it for
And
everything.
it's got to be a good seat, like I need my feet up.
Right.
I
Yeah.
need to be chilling.
So wait, so they're quitting on trying to get people to get out off their couch and come into the
they're
movies.
quitting on trying to get more people. They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna get the most out of the people who. And if I mean, honestly, that's not a good sign that thing sold out right away. That's not a good, because now they're gonna do it more.
Right. Because I guess what their thought process is, people aren't going to the movies like they used to, and there's really not much more that we can do to entice them. So let's get out of people that are still going everything we can.
But are they going to keep going if you keep doing that?
They
You know
will
what I
find out.
mean?
That's what they're gonna do. They'll keep pushing it. They'll do it now for the blockbusters like Dune. They'll probably do it for freaking Doomsday or whatever. Then eventually they're gonna go, I mean, everybody would love to come see Michael Jackson, and then they'll do it for like a movie like that, and then they'll go, everybody's excited for Devil Wears Prada too, and then they're gonna attempt it for something like that, and then they're just gonna be like, you know what? Channing Tatum has a lot of fans. Let's do it for his next movie. They'll try it until people finally go, I ain't gonna go see that shit for $50.
You're not gonna get away with it for like a random everyday movie that like I can't even think of a good example of one right now, but you won't get away with that.
But see, even though there's excitement around The Devil Wears Prada, like I would not pay $50 to go see The Devil Wears Prada. I just wouldn't.
Especially now when, let's be honest, well, I don't even want to say it out loud, but there's all kinds of bootleg programs where you can see movies for free in the privacy of your own home when they come out in theaters.
Hell yeah.
Like a couple of my friends were showing me some of the things they had the other day. I was like, I'm like, how are you seeing the Michael movie already? They have these like bootleg things. It's kind of like from back in the day they used to have them, but they still got them. That and how fast do movies come from the theaters and start streaming? It's usually pretty quick. So it's like, I don't know how much you're going to be able to get away with the $50 ticket.
I'm noticing a trend. Are you noticing the trend?
What's
Traditional media is just being lazy and doesn't want to reinvent themselves.
Oh no, traditional media is like they don't know what the hell's going on.
I mean, like maybe come up with more original movies, like that Spielberg one that's coming out. Did you see it?
Oh yes, the alien one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I saw the trailer. I can't remember, but I saw that trailer. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm there." Yeah. Come up with some original movies. Maybe there's a different approach to
Disclosure Day.
Maybe there's a different approach to the in-movie experience. I don't know what that is, but sit down. You're getting paid big bucks to find answers to the questions and the problems within the industry. Charging more is that's lazy.
You know what? What if you did, you know how people are into binging, right?
Yeah.
What if you did like, let's say there's a series of like 12 episodes of something and you bought like a set of binge, like you would go and watch like 4 episodes and then maybe you'd buy 4 like another time. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, you know,
because I might do that.
They should try. Okay, so for example, like Invincible, The Boys, those shows on Amazon, right? They'll drop. Let's say if it's like an 8-episode or 10-episode season, what they'll do is they'll be like, okay, we're gonna give you like for the first week we'll give you 2 or maybe 3 episodes,
right?
And then after that, once a week, there probably are people who were like, I don't want to wait. I'll pay a certain amount of pricing for the rest.
Right.
Yeah, for the rest.
There's something there.
Yeah,
like I'm thinking in turn, you're thinking The Boys. Yeah. I'm thinking K-dramas. You know what I mean?
Another thing. Now that you're, I don't know why we're giving these ideas out loud, but okay, so if it would work for a movie like Dune. It would work for like a cinematic universe, Marvel. It would work for an Avatar type movie. So at Disney, right, the Avatar ride, it's like you're riding on one of the bird things. You're seeing everything from that point of view.
It's one of the most just like beautiful rides ever.
Oh, I love it. So do, whatever the movie is, and you charge extra. But in that charging extra, I don't know, you have a little device or glasses where you could experience certain scenes from the point of view of
a specific character?
Yes.
Like you would pick which one?
Yes. So, like for the Avatar movie, be like the dude hops on the bird,
Right.
And in the movie, they're showing the guy flying with the bird and stuff. But you're like, you hit a little button, and like now you're on the bird and you're feeling it the way he is and stuff. You know.
And then me, who would want to stay on the ground, I would pick somebody.
Yeah. So now everyone's getting we're all seeing the same movie at the same
Right.
time, but we're seeing it in different ways. And they might even get those hardcore people who are like, oh, you know what? Last time I saw the Doomsday movie, I was fighting, or I was like watching as Thor while he was fighting in space. This time I want to see it as fucking one of the Fantastic Four or some bullshit, you know?
I'm thinking about maybe if we might need bigger screens, and this might take a while. But can you imagine going to the movies and it being like almost surrounding you, not behind
Like,
you, but at least to the sides? And just
Yeah,
around.
like
that would be,
the
Like the
Disney,
planetarium.
in the,
something like that.
Yeah.
But
Or
Disney,
the Sphere.
yeah.
yes,
doing it at the Sphere
Disney
with
is
the
doing
Wizard of
that
Oz.
now. Instead of green screen,
Yep.
they have like almost like a dome. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
And you feel like you're in the scene filming it, as opposed to like, hey, pretend that you're in a freaking volcano. You're like, oh shit,
Right.
I'm in a volcano. I see the lava coming down on me. So do it like that with the person watching the movie.
Now you charge $50 for that, and I'll be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
then
again, the movie has to be good.
Yeah,
And you
like-
can't just make it so that
Yeah,
it's
give it-
visually going to keep you locked in. But because we'll get tired of that. We'll be like, all right, we get it. Visually, it's beautiful. But if the stories suck,
Right.
then it's like, what's the point?
Well, have you all ever gone to the movies to see any concerts?
No, I've never done that.
See, I've done that. and
Yes, Whitney Houston.
No, not a
Not the
movie.
movie,
Oh, a
like-
concert movie? You mean like an actual?
No, like an actual concert.
Oh.
Like
The
with-
Weeknd has a
they either
show and they
streamed
played
it
in the
or
movie.
Oh, not a live stream,
delayed.
but the Whitney thing. It was a concert. It was. It wasn't a movie. It was a. It was a video of her concert.
But
It
I'm
wasn't
thinking
live streamed.
concerts, like, because I've gone and those cost like $30. But if you threw in some extra stuff, like I might pay $50 if you know.
And they
Again.
encourage people to participate like they're at a concert.
Yeah,
Okay, some do.
something. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh.
I just think that there's other opportunities there
Yeah.
for movie theaters, and I don't know if they're necessarily taking advantage of it.
You could do it, and then it could be like, yeah, something like that. Then it could be like the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, where when people are like, oh, I saw the movie, and they're like, oh, but what version did you get? You know?
And then because of that, it would probably cause people to go multiple times to see
Right.
different versions.
Exactly.
Oh, you saw it that way? I didn't see it that way. That sounds interesting. I'm going to go back and do the same thing.
Yeah.
But again, if it's like a whole family, I don't think everybody's paying $300
Get out.
Hell no.
every time you go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any good ideas, comment below. Thank you.